Good afternoon, keepers of the cash. Gary B, the Casual Comic Guy here, and today, guys, we're having another retro cover rewind. And on today's episode, we're kind of redoing a video I did earlier in my YouTube career when I was just starting out with this hobby of making videos for the public. Now, retro cover rewind is a series that I like to do that highlights the covers of series that drew us into these books to discover these great characters and the fantastic stories within. But when you're a child and you're a kid, what draws you in first is the covers. Without these great covers to pique your interest, you never get to read the incredible story inside and discover your new favorite character, right? But today, it's all about the Savage She-Hulk, Miss Jennifer Walters, and the covers that helped launch her as a character. So we're going to get right into it. So, of course, with issue 1, we have a newsstand and a direct edition. And we have cover art by John Buscema with inks by Irv Watanabe. All right, so just a fantastic cover. And, you know, back in the day, you want to start a series out right, you put Big John on it and you let him make a cover. And boom, you got instant attention on that series. But great cover there. Absolutely love it. And what an issue to start with, right? And had to go with that. So, number 2. Okay, another great cover, and I love these Bronze Age covers because they're just action shots, right? They're amazing, has pertained to what is going on inside the book. And we have John Buscema and Irv Watanabe again, issue number 2 cover. She-Hulk just causing some damage and smashing a truck, but all is not what it seems. You'd have to read the story inside to see why she has to step in front of this and stop it. Just a great issue. Awesome start. Then continuing in the action tradition, and I absolutely love, I got the corner box letterbox art, so great. Love the font, but this is Savage She-Hulk, issue number 3. All right, we have cover art here by Rich Buckler with inks by Al Milgrom, and just another fun cover, especially in this era when you had the oranges in the background just popping off the page, and everything in the forefront just looking amazing. And a good action shot in the old Marvel tradition of seeing our old Bronze Age superheroes get their butts beat on the cover, right? Spidey pioneered it. She-Hulk had her share of it. Next up, issue number 4. Another good She-Hulk with a car, just looking great. Jack Abel, Al Milgrom, Irv Watanabe, and just another fantastic cover. This whole run just has these incredible action sequences on the covers, and they're just fantastic. All right, another issue number 4. All right, issue number 5. We have The Crawler in the Caverns of Doom, and just look at that. Come on. How can you not look at this cover and not want to buy it? All right, we have cover art here by Al Milgrom, and we have inks by Joe Sinnott. So, fantastic. A lot of greats working on this series. And this is a series I thought just kept getting better as it went. Especially when we'll talk about it when we get there. Then you have, of course, when you watch a new series, you got to have your crossovers, right? And we have the Savage She-Hulk with a great reflection cover with Iron Man right there. All right, we got Bob Layton cover and just the beauty. Gotta love a good reflection cover. And you got old Shellhead there just ready for business and She-Hulk coming at him. What more could you want to pique your interest to get you to pick this book up and read the story within? Next up, Swamp Demons. Title alone draws me in. And this is a great horror title, a horror cover. Look at this. You have Marie Severin, who is just one of the great journeymen of comics, who did so much great work on so many series. Inks by Joe Sinnott, and just a fantastic cover. And these stories span a lot of different things, and just look at this horror cover. It's amazing. Absolutely love that. Next up, if you want to continue in that tradition, right? Issue number 8, you have a Michael Golden cover. And look at that. Just beautiful. All right, Man-Thing behind her. She-Hulk in the foreground. Looking for the danger. She has no idea it's right there. All right, issue number 9, another Michael Golden cover. And it says, I can't fight her anymore. The She-Hulk is taking over. You have Jennifer Walters on the cover, losing the battle against her alter ego, She-Hulk, who are one and the same. And great cover, again, with a solid background, just kind of an icon of the era. So great stuff. Michael Golden once again. Then another Michael Golden cover here. Give up, She-Hulk. You cannot defeat the followers of the Word. All right, a little culty there. So you get a cool little cult-like cover. She-Hulk getting walloped by this woman. Who could be so strong as to sock the She-Hulk on the jaw and take her down? Well, you have to read to find out. And again, Michael Golden cover. Next up, and this was the last Michael Golden cover of this series, and another good one. And it says, you won't need those guns. The She-Hulk is dying. All the drama you could want. There lies She-Hulk in the street, on her back, unconscious. Her friend over her, and what is going to happen? All right, got to buy it, got to read it, got to find out. All right, Michael Golden cover. Next up, issue number 12, and Double Jeopardy with Gemini. You have Al Milgrom and Todd Palmer doing the inks. Just a great cover again. The action covers of this era just are unbeatable to me. I love it. And they just make you want to see these characters inside the book, on the pages, battling our favorite heroes. All right, number 12. And, oh, I already did that one. I had two of them. There we go. Issue number 13. From Another World They Came. Warriors of the Shadow Cloak. Guest starring the monstrous Man-Wolf. All right. For those of you that have read She-Hulk, you would know that she ended up with him for quite a bit. So we have cover art by Mike Vosberg and Al Milgrom. And this, for me, is when this series really started picking up. Once Mike Vosberg started doing pencils for the She-Hulk, I just thought he completely owned the character and took it over. Mike Vosberg is just a great artist. Very underrated in my opinion. And his work on She-Hulk is some of my all-time favorite. All right, next up, we have From Another World. Oh, another double. Oops. All right, issue number 14, The Savage She-Hulk. Guest starring Hellcat and the Man-Wolf. That's enough to sell me, especially with Hellcat, another one of my favorite heroes. But you have Mike Vosberg and Al Milgrom, who would just be quite the pair on this title. And look at that. Just what a great collage cover. You have her face in the background, Hellcat in the back, just Man-Wolf up front. You got some floating heads here, just some great stuff. And again, draws you in. Black background, cover pops. And you can just see the great work Vosberg's doing along with Al Milgrom. And another cover. The red's great. The person in the background's cool. She-Hulk in the front. You have Lady Kills the Blues. Now this one, another really fun story. And they just found such inventive ways to give She-Hulk a challenge. And I still miss the Savage She-Hulk. This is, out of all the runs, this is still my favorite. Again, Mike Vosberg, Al Milgrom. All right, and then 16, the most off-the-wall adventure in a Marvel mag this month. It's a big promise. Look out, the She-Hulk is trying to kill us. So, obviously, things are not as they seem on the cover. What is the intrigue? Of course, you got to tune in and find out and flip those pages. So, cover art by Mike Vosberg, inks by Al Milgrom, and another fantastic entry in the covers of Savage She-Hulk. Then issue number 17 with a great offbeat character and a fun issue. Make way for the Man Elephant. I mean, they're going all out with this name. But still, a great cover by Mike Vosberg and Al Milgrom. And a sad little story, a fun little story, but just a great product of its era. And always a smile on my face when I read these. All right, number 18, In the Grip of the Grappler. And again, you got Mike Vosberg, Al Milgrom, just doing a spectacular job. And you're getting some off-the-wall villains just fighting her in these last issues here. Just great. And they just kept it rolling. It was just so much fun. And then the Savage She-Hulk 19. And Double Trouble for the She-Hulk. Don't miss designer jeans. You got a good little split cover here, promising some double She-Hulk intrigue on the inside. Cover art by Mike Vosberg, inks by Al Milgrom, and again, spectacular pairing, who just, I thought, gave us great issues of this title, my favorite ones. I thought this title was just getting better and better. Savage She-Hulk, issue number 20. When the She-Hulk says stop, you stop. And how could you not love this cover? She is just ripping the engine out of that car to get to these guys and stop them. An amazing cover, action-packed, and just the word balloons are fantastic. Again, the absolutely stunning team of Mike Vosberg and Al Milgrom on this cover. All right, next up, we have issue number 22 with a creepy kind of cover, right? Nobody Escapes, The Seeker. And you got Jennifer Walters there as the She-Hulk just looking around. And this issue promising that she is going to be in the grips of something she does not want to be in. Turn the pages, see what happens. This is Al Milgrom all by himself on this cover, and a fantastic cover and issue. Next up, we need a little drink here. Voice is starting to crack. We have the Savage She-Hulk, issue number 22. The She-Hulk battered by the vicious vibratory vortex of Radius. And this is a really cool issue too. I remember reading this one and having a little bit of like, wow, that was fun. Just great She-Hulk action, off the wall villain, and all of it just blends together greatly. All right, cover art again, Mike Vosberg with Al Milgrom. So fantastic. All right, issue number 23. We're getting towards the end here, folks. The Savage She-Hulk War, the She-Hulk War. And you see She-Hulk in some dire straits here, getting blasted from behind, just feeling the pain. Will she survive? Well, you think she will. It is her mag after all. Mike Vosberg art, but this time with Terry Austin doing the inking, and again, another great cover. All right, next up, the Savage She-Hulk, issue number 24, the penultimate issue, The Day the Earth Screamed, and this is another off-the-wall, offbeat adventure. So much fun, though, and a great action scene. Is she fighting a hill? She just might be. Cover art, Mike Vosberg and Terry Austin on the inks. Great cover. And then for issue number 25, the end of the She-Hulk. Mike Vosberg and Terry Austin again, and you just get her walking away. Now, I love final issues too because usually they're low print run. And I haven't got one of the number ones graded, but I did get a last issue graded. So I got this in a nice 8.5. It's just a cool cover. And it was just the end to like a pretty magical era in comics for She-Hulk. Of course, you had her go through a complete and different change for Sensational, where she became a third wall breaking character. But for me, nothing beats this initial series. The savageness, just the adventures, the family dynamics that are in it. There's a lot going on in these 25 issues, and they are just an absolute fantastic read. You sit down, you're having fun, and you're just spending time with one of your favorite Bronze Age characters. But that's it for this retro cover rewind. Let me know if you enjoyed those covers. Have you read this series? Is this on your radar? Because one of the great things about this series is this is a very collectible series wallet-wise. It doesn't hit your wallet hard. It's not that bad. There's even a facsimile of issue number 1, so you don't have to go out of pocket too much for a regular. You can still read it the way it originally was. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep it casual.